higher than the other mountain, deeper than the sea.
I mean, even regardless of being a Catholic and the church's standpoint, I've never been a fan of birth control. So I always needed another venue. I always needed another option. And so when I heard about this, of course, from our whole community here, it was just like, okay, that's what I want to do. I feel like I know more about myself. I feel like it's a joint thing. It's not just me. You know, it's just not something I have to do on the side. You know, my husband was completely a part of it. He still is completely a part of it. You know, we can talk on that level. He knows. I could like brief him on my month, you know, and he could tell me, you know, it's normal, it's not normal. Maybe you should call Mickey, maybe you should, you know, give it one more month and then see if it evens out or whatever. You know, we could talk on that level, which I think is important, because I don't know very many marriages that can do that. At least 90% of women are on birth control, and so it's just them. They're flying solo and they have to do it by themselves all the time, you know? They're the ones that are completely solely held responsible for if and when there's a baby. And for our marriage, you know, it's not just me, it's not just on me all the time. You know, it's both of us. Why wouldn't you work with what your body already does? Why wouldn't you work with what you've been given? You know, whether you believe it's been given to you by God or that's just the way that you were made, why wouldn't you at least explore an all-natural approach? You need to invest in something that's going to pay you back. You know, and even though you might shell out money at the beginning for the introduction and for the follow-up classes and even for a refresher course every now and again, you're gonna save money by the end of your life, because this is something that you can use throughout everything, whether it's trying to get pregnant, trying not to get pregnant, pregnancy, breastfeeding, menopause, until you die. This is something that you can use. I don't want to offend anybody, but I definitely think that if you're lazy, it's not going to work for you, because you do have to learn. You have to go out of your way to learn from somebody else. And it's not just a refillable prescription that you go through the drive-thru and you pick up in 2 seconds and you pop the pill, or you take the shot that's once a year, you know. People don't realize that they're giving their time and their money to the other stuff too. You know, they need to give their time and their money to something that's going to end up paying them back. And that's the Katelyn model.